Hi you guys, it's Jack here, and in today's video I just wanted to share my tips and tricks that I learned from running my first ever ultramarathon. The first thing that I learned during my ultramarathon is something that I knew going in was going to be something new for me, was to eat. So you're burning so many calories while you're running that you need to still intake calories. Personally for me, I use things like fruit snacks, gummies, I use Cliff energy bars, I use granola bars. So those are the things that I knew going in I felt okay to eat while I'm running. There are aid stations there. I personally did not go to the aid station at all during any of my 50K, so I worked what was best for me, and I was too afraid to try something new on race day. You should do. But yeah, so those are the things that work for me. You really have to learn to do calorie intake while you're running to make sure you're getting the same calories in that you're giving out. Alright, for my second little tidbit, I'd say is make some friends while you're running. I cannot thank enough the people who I ran with for about the first 18 miles of my ultramarathon. It was being my first ultramarathon, and to be quite honest, I've never really ran with anybody before, so I wasn't expecting myself to run with anybody before, but the only reason why I did at first was because I didn't want to get lost. And so since it was a 5K loop, I was like, you know, they say, if you want to follow this first person who ran before, highly recommend it. And I was like, okay, I don't want to get lost. Cool, I'm gonna. And I just said, hey, you guys, I'm gonna stay with you guys. Like, okay. And so I stuck with them, and it just kept being loop after loop after loop, and it ended up working out. And time just flew by. I didn't even realize how fast we were going because I was just thoroughly enjoying the company. I was enjoying the scenery. I was just enjoying my time because I love running and I love the running community. They're so welcoming, and I'm so grateful for that. So here's my third thing that I want to say. It is okay to run at your own pace. So basically I ran with the first place and second place female runners up until, like I said, almost 18 miles in. But I knew that for me to be able to keep going, I had to take a moment and not eat anymore while I was running, but to eat really quickly, walk really quickly, and then go ahead and run. So I ended up having to go at my own pace, and which honestly I think was perfectly fine. And yes, I could have kept going with them, but I'm really happy that I still made the choice to kind of go off on my own. Even though I was having so much fun, I needed to take care of myself, and I knew at the time that I needed to get calories in, and I was too afraid to find out what would happen if I didn't. So I was very happy with my choices to not only eat more, but to start going at a pace that I was happy with. I mean, I was basically going at the same pace up until I fell. But yeah, so I just recommend, if you don't have to keep going at the same pace as the person next to you, do what you need to do for you so that you can finish. So in my next little tip that I learned while I was running, and this is kind of why you do ultra marathons in the first place, is to really enjoy your surroundings. I thought the place that we ran was so beautiful. Oh my gosh, even though I got to see it for 10 times, you know, because the 10 loops, I was just in awe of it each time. Like seeing the water was so beautiful, the area was so beautiful. I was just very happy, and I cannot wait to do my 50 miler in Bryce Canyon in May. I'm looking forward to so much of that. It's going to be so pretty, and it's just going to be very breathtaking. The one thing that I want to kind of also say that I learned during my first ultramarathon is if things kind of go bad, just change your mindset and make it positive. You don't want to try and have to finish 11 miles on a mindset where, oh my gosh, I'm so far behind now, or oh my gosh, I fell. Yeah, I fell. It hurt. And I picked myself up and I laughed about it. I mean, it took me a few minutes to get myself to laugh about it because it really did hurt. But I didn't care because I was having so much fun. And also the mindset of whenever you're doing this kind of race for that length of distance and you're doing loops like we did, that can really change your mind so much and make you frustrated because you're like, okay, I have 5 more loops of this. I'm only halfway done. But instead I thought, oh my gosh, I just can't wait to see the next, I just can't wait to go around again. It was so much fun. I found new things to think about, or I was having conversations, like I said, because I made new friends while I was running, or I think around 18 and a half miles in, I put in music, and I actually updated my playlist, so I had all these new songs to listen to, and I was so excited. It's the little things that make me happy, I guess. I don't know. Also, another thing is to say that I learned while running is to make sure that if you have things that work for you, whether it be certain clothing that works that you know won't chafe, or certain things that you use to hydrate, or calorie intake, food intake, whatever it is, keep with what you're usually doing. I knew going in that it was probably not a great idea to try any gels, and I'm very happy that I didn't because I don't know how I would have reacted. My stomach doesn't tend to take well to things that I haven't tried before, so I just stuck to what I knew, and because of that I had a great race, and I was very, very happy with that. But yeah, like I said, don't try anything new on race day. That's nothing new to be said, but I still think it should be stressed. I feel like I learned a lot during my ultramarathon. I do think it was a lot of the same that I learned from my first marathon as well. I'm very curious to see what my first thoughts will be after my first 50 miler, but I'm very, very happy. I do know that I need to get new shoes because of how my feet felt, so it's time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There's a lot that I felt like I learned and I just wanted to share with you. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have ever done an ultra marathon and you have some tips or tricks that you would like to add into what I had just already said, go ahead and put them in the comments. I would love to hear them, and I think it would be fun to kind of share our stories of our first ultra marathon race. How did yours go? Or are you training for your first ever ultra marathon? I'm so excited for you. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a huge thumbs up. If you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and click that notification bell. And until next time, you guys, bye.